Welcome to Rebirth of the Night, a harder Minecraft. So far in this series we have been beaten on, we have been thrown out thousands of blocks, we've run away from dragons, we've been eaten by sea serpents. Today guys, we're going to try and turn things around. Welcome to Rebirth of the Night. Welcome back to Rebirth of the Night, guys. Oh my gosh, episode 9. We are back in our base, and you know what? I have been a little bit busy here. I will show you a little bit about what has been going on here. We have gathered resources because we are going to fight back, guys. I've had it. I've had it with being thrown around and all sorts of things. Okay, so actually we lost our stuff last time, okay, to that sea serpent, but I went back and I managed to get at least some of it back here. Here's a little bit of a footage of that showing in the background. And yeah, so we've done that. Now I've been super busy farming, and if we go back from that clip here, we now have all this stuff food-wise. I've also had to make another chest with some roots and dyes and sugarcane and things like that, because I've added another farm field with various Pam's Harvest Craft things, and yeah, this is going great. I've also added a little bit of a sugarcane field here, so we're getting somewhere. Now I spent a little bit of time, I don't know if you remember, a couple episodes back, people came in through that wall there, and they came in through the floor here. I spent a little bit of time plugging all those holes, right back to where they started, okay? And if I couldn't do it because it was too far, I at least put torches up. So, and since then we've not had any attacks up here. And as I say that, we hear explosions. But anyway, if we go downstairs here into the mine, I'll show you that I've been doing quite a lot of mining here as well. We had this tunnel last time. Now we have this tunnel, we have this tunnel, and two more over there. So I've been busy mining. This is my second diamond pick now, and I've done it mostly with iron picks though, and everything is unenchanted. But look at, let's see here, look at all this, guys. Yeah, we have 3 stacks almost of iron, we have a stack and a bit of diamonds, guys. We're gonna use that soon. We have a plethora of tin, we're gonna use that as well, and we are going to use some silver as well. So today, guys, today what we want to do, let's see, it's daytime. You can see, by the way, it's day 39 now. I've spent, it was 25 last at the end of the last episode, so I've spent 15 days getting ready here for this episode. And it's just because, you know, I needed to plug away at things that aren't necessarily fun to watch in episodes. Now, I've made these caltrops, yeah. Just as a little test here, I put them around my entrance here. Don't know really if they do anything, but I think we're going to use those or nails or traps of some sort in this project. This is going to be what we're working a bit on today, in a little bit here. This is going to be our base, okay? Now, and this is going to be how we fight back. We're going to have a trench here, so this is the outer dimension, or outer circumference, and a big trench here. This is the inner dimensions, and then here we can do things, have a couple of buildings and farms and things like that. And yeah, let's go up there. I'll go up there, and we'll have a bit of an overview here. If we can, because there are palm trees in the way. Let's go here. Yeah, so as you can see, nice circular place. It's gonna be cool. It's not gonna be all made out of that granite. Yeah, we'll get back to that later now. We have some business to attend to first though. Alright guys, we need to make ourselves a enchanting table. It's highly overdue, I would say. It's very overdue. We should have done it probably before we went to the nether, to be honest. I just didn't really fancy it. But now I do. So there's that. Now we are going to enchant some iron gear. So let's see here, we'll take this stuff and we'll take that stuff, but we're going to first of all see what we can get on our pick. Now it's going to be you know, no bookshelves for now, but we'll be working on fixing that problem up later. Okay, so this is a little bit of a different enchanting system. It's from Enchanting Plus, if I remember correctly. It's a little bit like a Tetris game. Right click to rotate. I don't know that we can. But we can select it. Oh yeah, we can rotate it. So the thing is, we need to fit in as much as we can in this grid here. It's a fun little minigame, I would say. But we can bring out more things. Efficiency 1, I want that for sure. Yeah, so we can take this one and put that here. This one and put that here, for instance. And then we can get efficiency 2 by doing that, right? Has pending enchantments. Efficiency 1, and salvage. And how do I enchant it? I have 24 levels, guys. Come on. Is it too pricey? Yeah, it's too pricey. Alright. Well, we can get salvage and efficiency 1. That's a start, isn't it? And what is salvage, though? I don't know. Armor, weapons, and tools drop themselves instead of expiring. Alright. I'm sure that can be handy for us. I guess we're gonna have protector and protection. And Mage Affinity. Now this enchanting system, by the way, is pretty cool. But it gets more interesting when you have a more advanced enchanting table, so we'll get back to it later on. Depth Strider is very good. Don't know what Mage Affinity is, by the way. Let's look that up. Reduces the cost to cast spell scrolls. Now, we haven't actually done any of that, but maybe it's time to start now. And also, you can see the thing stays in the enchanting table. It's very nice. Death Strider, Protection 1, that's nice. Oh, I'm so chuffed to be getting our first enchanted gear here. Definitely want Aqua Affinity. And I guess we're gonna have protection as well. Finally, chest plate. Okay, Protection 1. That one. If we move this down here and move that down there, will this fit in better, maybe? Yes, it will. There we go. Playing Tetris as I'm playing Minecraft. Right. The helmet still looks stupid, but you can see here the Iron Giant, 4 out of 4 pieces equals +3 armor. So we are actually not very badly off. Now I also made this battle axe. It's a fairly good weapon actually. It does more damage. I'll explain a little bit about something that has happened here. And that is that because we went to the Nether, mobs are now much harder. Yeah, or well, I should say there are now harder mobs in the game. And so I've had to up my game a little bit. Let's just that's fine. Lifesteal and sharpness. Lifesteal returns a small amount of damage dealt to the wielder as health. So that is something I think we should have. There we go. Full set of gear. Enchanted and ready. Episode 9. Yeah, so what has happened now is, because we've gone to the Nether, we've had strange occurrences in here. Now I said that we hadn't had any raids, and that is true, or invasions, but what we have had is random magma creatures popping up in here and burning the floor, and so I've had to gradually just change it out to stone wherever they burnt it up. There's also a lot more flame zombies and flame zombies and flame skeletons. There are a lot more. Oh, it's middle of the night. There are a lot more slimes of different types roaming around in the days and so on and so forth. Now I've also done some other bits and bobs here. Look at this orange salamander hide. I've started collecting some interesting tidbits here, and also have a look at this camouflage dye. Now these are both really cool things. Camouflage dye can be used to make camouflage leggings, helmets, and so on and so forth. And when you have that armor on, you are camouflaged, which I want to try out. Now, I was in somebody's stream the other night and saw that, so that's a tip from them. Thank you very much. Salamander. You can see there are 2 armor sets here, and they're just leather armor, but they are quite good leather armor. I mean, I'm not saying that it's excellent or anything, but it's pretty cool. I want to see what the set bonus is for the leather armor. Like, guys, I need to take basically all of this stuff here, this stuff, and then we have some specialized stuff up here. I need to take all this and go building, guys. That's what I need to do first of all. Oh, but there is one thing we need to get building, and that is a good cup of coffee, guys. We need to sort that out first of all. So look at this here. Coffee beans we found last time, and from them you can make a cup of coffee. using a pot and coffee beans. Now, it doesn't give you any effects, but you can drink it, and we're gonna drink it, because coffee is the essence of life. Now, the pot, though, is kind of interesting. You say it's just bricks and a stick. Now, the problem here is there's only one way to make bricks, and that is in a kiln or a simple clay kiln. So, we are gonna have to make a simple clay kiln first of all, and it's just like an oven, but it's made out of clay. And it needs to have a heat source underneath it. How's that then? No. Although we do need to roast the coffee beans maybe, I don't know. So is this doing anything now? Oh, that is now fired, I suppose. Yeah! Look at that! Coffee is coming up, guys. Coffee is coming up. Alright, sipping our cup of coffee as we're going out for the morning. What awaits us? A skeleton, bloody creeper as well. That is badness. Yeah, things have decidedly gotten harder since we went to the Nether. So that's why it's time for us to up our game. Well, you know what? He didn't do too much damage. I was initially... Oh. Gonna use those guys for my defense, but it turns out there is a bug in that mod, which means that they don't drop seeds, you know, and that is quite unfortunate. I gotta say, I'm kind of disappointed by that. Because that would have been such an amusing and fun way to deal with base defense. But we're gonna have to resort to traps and that lot. Yeah, see, here's fire zombies now. So let's talk about base defense here, okay? Let's see. I want basically to go down 3 blocks here. Okay, so that's gonna be the bottom of the trench. And I want it to be filled with stuff. We're going to come back to that later. And then I want to go up 3 blocks. Like that. And then this is going to be our level of where our base is going to be. Now some of this might be grass, some of it might be other things, that's fine. Furthermore, I want this to go up to this level. So this is 1 level below our level. Now I think that's a good thing to have going on. Oop. No, we're stuck in our base defense. Because sometimes the zombies jump. They take a big leap, right? This way, because this is taller or higher up, if they do that, they'll end up falling down anyway into the trench. And yeah, so I want all of this actually to be cobble as well. I want it to be a solid cobble slab. That way we don't have to worry so much about zombies breaking in, because only zombies with pickaxes are going to be able to break in, and they are going to have to go through 3 layers of cobble in order to get in. So it makes me feel safer, okay? Just bear with me here, okay? I think it's the way to go though. Judging from the fact that I have spent quite a lot of time now plugging holes in our defenses with cobble, and I've gotten less and less problems, I think it's the way to go. Alright guys! We have a massive slab here basically, made out of cobble, and we might change this later. We'll see. I've evened out the surroundings here, so that is now at the right height. Again, we might change the materials. There's a zombie horse and a burning skeleton. He stood over there for ages. And yeah, as you can see, there are slimes in here. Yeah, he's fallen in basically, so there you go. It kind of is working already. Now, we need to go down here, so we need to fight him, I guess. Well, we'll go down on this side and see what we can see. The next step here is to fix up this trench. So I want it to be cobble on the ground, I want there to be cobble all the way down, and I want there to be cobble all the way up. Now, it doesn't have to be cobble all the way into the core here. I just don't have enough cobble for that. Hello. Thank you. We're gonna talk a little bit more about this trench before we start with that. Now, I want to have water in this trench, but not just standing water. I want the water to flow from our base and towards this direction here, so out from the base, and for the zombies and stuff to not destroy it but when they're placing blocks in the moat. We need to place it one block in like that. And I also am thinking, I'm gonna do some experiments anyway with having it, placing it 2 blocks up, so like this. And that means in turn, I guess, that we should have blocks here, right? So that's the way it's gonna look, I think. And so we need to carve out like a little sliver all around here, basically. Oh, here's our friend. There's our friend now. There we go. Yeah, I can fight you now, man. So these guys are quite nasty because they, like you saw last episode, when they hit you, there's a lightning strike. The red ones, the strawberry ones, they are the same, but they set you on fire. And then there are probably other types as well that I haven't seen yet. It's all done. I mean, that's stone, so that's fine. I left all the stone. I just replaced the dirt. Now, how do we get water in here? Now, that's the question, right? Because we don't have infinite water here. We're gonna have to go out into the ocean and just, you know, steal water. It's gonna probably look a little bit funny, but you know, needs must. Right, if we go down here, like on a little bit of a deeper part here, and just grab water, it shouldn't be too visible, right? Yeah, you can't see that from above. That's cool. So this is our plan is almost complete now, guys. And then I guess we'll have to stay out and test it out through the night or something like that. So yeah, the idea is water bucket on every block here on the on our little thing that we did, like this. I will illustrate a little bit here, and then I'll just do the rest off camera. But there is one further thing that I want to bring up here, and that is that moving the mobs, that's not really enough, because then we will have them all standing here and they'll start placing blocks here if they're zombies and things like that. We also need to kill them. So how we're going to do that, I will show you. Caltrops. Yes, that's what we're going to use here. They're going to just be a row of caltrops all along the outside edge here. So the idea is to see zombies or whatever, they fall in here. They try to get here, but the water stream makes it so that they basically end up on these things. Why am I not taking damage? That's weird. Yeah, so there are anyway several options here. We can have caltrops. We can have nails, nail traps. That's fairly easy to do with tin. You make nails and then you just combine them like this. You can also have bear traps. You could also have barbed wire, but that's quite pricey. Although it also sticks them to the place, so they're stuck here, which would be very nice. We're gonna try the caltrops anyway, although I'm a bit worried that I didn't take damage now. Alright guys, we need to have a little look. But look at the sword. It's funny. It has the enchantment Shulker Core 1 on it, and it makes enemies float when you hit them. It's actually really handy because they take a little bit of fall damage when they come down. Let's look at this guy, for instance, here. Oh, okay, he climbed the tree. But you get what I mean, man. I've opted for the nail traps instead. I just didn't trust the other ones now that they seem to be, you know, they floated too. Not working in the water, which I found really odd, to be honest. Okay, so yeah, but we'll try these. I've used up all my tin, You know what? Let's just put one down here and see. Yeah, you take damage. That's a good boy. I've used up all my tin. I'm not sure I have enough here. In fact, I'm fairly sure I don't. But we'll try and put in what we can and see if I can make some more later. So yeah, it's going to be like that. I think it's going to be really cool. Hopefully it'll stop a lot of mobs anyway, even if it doesn't stop all of them. I think we can make roughly half here work. So yeah, that's roughly half, I think. Yeah, here we go. Ow. Ow, for Pete's sakes. Yeah, this is kind of effective. But you can swim if you're me, but others can't swim like that. Okay, so how are we gonna get down here, you wonder, to maintain this? Well, we're gonna use ladders, guys. We're gonna use ladders. Okay, well, I literally just had an invasion, and I couldn't stay because it was this wasn't finished. So we're gonna have to wait for the night and then give it a more modest test, you might say. Ha! There is a blighter down here. It's gonna be very interesting to see what way he took. I think that's the key to it, is to sort of keep track of where they came from and how they got here. And then you can sort of sort things out as you go along. He came from far below us. Let's see if we have any torches. No, we don't. Okay. Okay, well, temporarily we can probably just fix it like this. The rain is hammering down. Nighttime is approaching. Now it's getting nighttime. Now mobs are gonna start spawning. We'll see how it goes, guys. Oh, here's something. That's a spider. They can climb up, by the way. That is gonna happen. But if that's all I have to deal with, then that's fine. And it's not gonna be easy for them. Ooh. Man, do you see the range of these guys nowadays? Insane, guys. Insane. Yeah, that's why I have these things here. And I'm gonna probably have to have them all over. So let's see what this zombie does. Oh, he falls in, he puts the block in, but then he dies. And he didn't actually disrupt the water pool. Well, I say dies, but of course he's not dead yet. But that is going to work very well, I think, overall. So then I put a ladder in here. I'm going to have more ladders, right? Because now we want to go down eventually here. Ha! He takes damage in the rain, the fire skeleton. That's quite nice. So those guys we don't have to worry about. Because yeah, now we want to go down here, remove that block, and then climb up here. Oh, I can't climb up. Darn it. Miscalculation. We might have to have a block there or something like that. We'll fix that somehow. Okay, here's another guy. What are you gonna do, mate? Now he's gonna get over here. Oh well. You can deal with one zombie, especially if he's gonna die from fall damage. I'm quite enjoying this, to be honest. I gotta say, I gotta admit, this is fun to me. Skeletons are gonna be a problem, of course. So did he fall in now? I can't see him anymore. Yes, he did. Oh, wait a minute. He's actually fighting the current here. If you could just stop hitting me for a bit so I can see what you're up to, mate. Yeah, he's fighting the current, but anyway, he can't dig, so I don't really care. Of course, we might have to go and sort them out occasionally down there, which might be an adventure in itself. You know what, guys, this is working very well for a first attempt here, and there are things you can do, you know, to fine-tune it, add more traps, maybe add some sort of spider protection. That would be cool. We can probably do that with some sort of stairs all around here or something like that, or fences even, or something like that. Figure out a decent way for us to get up once we go down in there, and some bits like that. Yeah, but overall, guys, very cool. I think we've made good progress. We have enchantments, we have arrows everywhere. Enchantments nowadays, and we have this is the start of a securer base. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!